Hello there. This is kind of just a quick tip kind of deal. This is what's known as a crborundum stone. It's a man-made stone. A lot of guys are more familiar with things like silicon carbide stones and stuff like that. But these have been used for a long, long time. Uh, and they're usually very coarse stones. This one's something I would set a bevel with. It's 150, 200, probably. That's just a guess, but it's not much finer than that if it is. And the thing about these stones is they get a skim of a sheen over them like an Arkansas stone does. In other words, they burnish. The surface gets burnished as you use these, particularly if you don't use them with oil. This has been soaked in oil, and I use 3-in-1 oil most of the time on this stone because it's a thicker oil and the stone cuts heavier, and I just think they work better that way. Anyway, so periodically you have to go back and you have to get that burnishing off of the stone. And what I've done today is I went through 50 grit and 120, and that's pretty much all. You can tell they're still wet from because I used water to lubricate them, and you can tell I just got done. Okay, now this is kind of a tip. A lot of people, when the stone is wet, let me get it wet. Okay, my stone is wet, and I want to dry it off. A lot of people will take a paper towel, and they'll go like this, and they'll go, "Oh, that's nice and clean, right?" Well, watch this. Well, it's not doing it now. I think my stone wasn't sufficiently wet. Let me try it again. It's just something that you have to watch out for. You take and you go, okay, that's nice and clean, right? Well, if you take your thumb and you start to rub that, I don't know if you can pick it up, but if you look on this stone, there's little bits of something on that. Well, what that is, and that isn't as extreme as I usually see it. So inevitably, when I go to make a video about something, it's more difficult to show you. But what that is little tiny bits and pieces of this toilet paper or paper towel that have gotten into the microscopic little dips in the surface of the coarse stone here, and they're on your stone. Now, will they hurt anything? I don't know, but it's paper. I don't like using a knife to cut paper. A lot of guys use like a cutting paper test to say, look how sharp my knife is. In my opinion, that's, akin to trying to rub it up on glass. I just don't cut paper with my blades. But what I normally do to dry it, let's get it wet again, is I'll take, and you can tell the water doesn't like to stay on here because it's full of oil. I'll take and pat it like this, and then, yeah, I rubbed it on my shirt. It's a cotton t-shirt. Won't hurt a thing. Now, obviously, if you got a $40 shirt, change your shirt before you start doing something like this. I would do that before I hone. A lot of times in this honing playlist that you see, I've got clothes that are dirtied up. They're clean, but they've got stains all over them. They got paint on them. It's whatever kind of shirt I can find that's clean, but it's kind of a work shirt. Okay, and that's what I wear for razor restoration, because this right here comes in handy for all kinds of things. But the thing of it is the biggest thing I was wanting to talk to you about was the fact that these burnish, and you need to take that burnish off. You need to refresh that surface of that stone, but also to watch out for wiping that stone dry with a paper towel or toilet paper, because you can look at it and it looks wonderfully clean until you start rubbing on that stone, and you'll see little bits and particles of the paper left on that stone. You really don't want that, in my opinion. So, all right, God bless you. I'll talk to you.